New Era Christian School has been a member of Western Michigan Christian Schools Collaborative since 2012. Still, a number of people don't know or understand what that means. So I'm recording this video in hopes of helping you gain a better understanding. First, let's start with the structure. It is led by the Collaborative Board, which is a group of individuals who love our schools who want to aid Christian schools along the lakeshore. The member schools are Fremont Christian, Grand Haven Christian, Muskegon Christian, Western Michigan Christian High School, and us, New Era Christian School. There's a membership fee for each of the schools, which is calculated based on student population. The board oversees the shared staff and the Dibs store, which is located on Apple Avenue. The profits from Dibs goes to offset the cost to the individual schools. There are 5 main areas in which we work together, with a 6th in development. Number 1 is in teacher development. Number 2 is marketing and communications. Number 3 is in educational support services. That does not include New Era Christian School, as we have our own individualized structure. 4th, financial guidance from a CFO. 5th, in software sharing. And 6th is the area of development, a comprehensive capital campaign. So our schools receive a benefit in these areas at a reduced cost than if we did it as individual schools. Realistically, we, New Era Christian School, and probably the other schools as well, wouldn't have one or a number of these benefits because of the expense. So here's an example from our school. For these 5 current areas, minus the educational support services piece, the cost for our school to have these services alone would conservatively be around $25,000 a year. Being a part of WMCS, the cost is estimated to be $10,500 for our individual school. But when we apply the profits from Dibs, the actual cost ends up being around $5,500. That is why we ask you to shop, donate, and volunteer at Dibs. Wouldn't it be something if the Dibs profits completely covered these expenses? It is possible. Now that you've heard about the structure of WMCS, let's get into more specifics about how each area benefits our schools. Although I will not be specific about the ESS piece, as our school has exempted ourselves. It is worth noting that the effectiveness of all of our schools' ESS programs is something to celebrate. Teacher development is the most robust and essential area from my perspective on which we collaborate. It includes teaching for transformation, development of curriculum and teaching practices, and teacher collaboration. We employ a person who guides our teachers preschool through 12th grade in the aforementioned areas. This person facilitates the consultation of test scores, state and national standards, and academic goals for our graduates, along with a focus on the integration of faith and learning. The WMCS teachers meet a number of times throughout the year, led by our teacher development director, where they consult with other teachers who teach at the same grade levels. This also leads to teacher collaboration, which produces better instructional leaders for our students as they are sharing ideas and effective teaching practices. Regarding the element of integrating our faith in the curriculum, the truth is we are pretty good at instilling the head piece, the head knowledge piece of our faith. But it can be challenging to integrate the practical piece of living for Jesus throughout the curriculum to the degree that meets the standards we have for ourselves. So as part of WMCS, our teachers are receiving training through a program called Teaching for Transformation, which provides a framework, the how, the practical tools and resources for our teachers to train at the highest level. That is why TFT is the most mission-centered training that we've ever done, in my opinion. If you'd like to learn more about TFT in our schools, there is a link in the description section below. We employ a person who works on behalf of our schools individually and collaboratively in the area of marketing and communications. New Era Christian School and each individual school receives guidance in designing brochures, flyers, logos, social media materials, and anything else marketing and communications related. It is this person's job also to maintain a collaborative presence in social media, print material, print media, and to lead the publishing of 2 WMCS-wide newsletters a year. Any given year, the marketing and communications plan looks different. Currently, we are in the midst of a word-of-mouth campaign led by our director. It is worth mentioning that you, our parents and friends of our schools, are the best advertisers. Please tell people about us. In the area of financial guidance from a CFO, we also had the benefit of a professional from the field of finance who partners with the individual school boards and principals in providing guidance in the areas of financial practices, accountability, and budget efficiencies. We also share software. One example is what we call Power School. It used to be Renweb, but we're transitioning into Power School this year. This is the student information software that is a grade book for teachers. It provides a communication hub with families and provides other functions that are essential to running a school. Another example of a software that we share is eTapestry. This software helps the school keep track of donations that were given to the school. Another one is Curriculum Track. It's an online curriculum management program, just to list a few. Regarding the Comprehensive Capital Campaign, we are at the very beginning stages in this area, so I don't have details, but in a nutshell, we are exploring the idea of collaborating on the fundraising piece of capital projects to the benefit of all of our schools. So my intention was to provide an explanation of what it means to be a part of the Western Michigan Christian School Collaborative and how our schools benefit from it. I hope this has provided you with a better understanding.